Alright, so the next part we're doing is translating phrases to mathematical inequalities. That sounds like a ton of fun. But really what this is going to do is it's going to really help you to take word problems and turn them into math problems so that you can actually solve them. And we always like to be able to do things, and we like to pass tests, so I figured this would be a good step into that. Alright, so if we're on the middle of page 2 in your Unit 2 notes, and it's got a big little box, it's got a box there, and the box has one column of phrases that you would see possibly in word problems, and the right side has the inequality symbol that will go with it. Alright, so the first phrase is exceeds. Okay, another one you could say is more than. Okay, that would be greater than, the greater than symbol. Falls below is less than. Those are examples of those two. That would be the less than symbol. You have is at least. Okay, so John is at least 16 years old. Okay, so John could be 16 or he could be bigger than 16, right? He'd be 17, 18, 19. Is at most. Okay, so John's little brother is at most 14 years old. So he would be 14, 13, 12, so forth. Is no less than. Okay, so that could be equal to as well. So no less than would be a number greater than. We have no less than 5 cookies. So you'd have at least 5, maybe 6, and maybe 7. So that could be equal to. Is no more than. I ate no more than 4 pieces of pizza. So that would be, it could be 4, it could be 3, it could be 2. But it could be 4, so it'd be equal to as well. Alright, and then right below that box, we have a few examples here of some possible expressions that you would find. So first we have a number y is greater than 4. Okay, well that's pretty straightforward. So you would say y is greater than 4, just like we have there on the sheet. The next one, a number z is at least 3. Okay, so we're going to have z, it'd be the first part, is at least. So that means it could be 3, right? So we're going to have an equal sign at the bottom. And then what are at least 3? It could be 3, it could be 4. So z is going to be greater than or equal to 3. Okay, because it could be 3, it could be 4, it could be so on. A number p is at most 7, so our variable is going to be p. We're going to have 7, and is at most, so it could be 7, but it could be less than 7, right? 6, 5, 4, so we're going to be less than 7. 3 is greater than or equal to some number x. So 3 is greater than or equal to, so 3 is greater than or equal to x. Okay, and sometimes you want to write that with the variable first because, again, it's easier to graph. We talked about that in the last part. So you might want to flip that, but when you flip it, make sure that you flip the sign when you flip the variable. Okay, having the variable first sometimes is very helpful. And then the last one, 12 more than twice a number. Okay, so first let's do that part. So twice a number, 12 more than twice a number. So 2 times x, okay, that's twice a number, more with 12 more than, that's going to be plus 12, is less than 20. So that's just a less than symbol, and 20. Alright, so again, when you are going through word problems, take your time. Read through them, make sure you understand each little part of it. If you need to, underline stuff. If you need to draw a picture, whatever you got to do to get that part right. We're going to flip the page over now. We're going to do a little example of a word problem. Okay, so on page 3 of your notes right at the top, there is an example of a word problem. It says the medium-sized box of dog food weighs 1 pound more than the small size. The large size weighs 2 pounds more than the small size. If the total weight of the 3 boxes is at most 30 pounds, what is the most a small box could weigh. All right, so let's take some time here and figure out what exactly our variable would be and what the boxes are and so forth. So if you kind of read through, it looks like they all kind of reference the small box. So we're going to start off by saying x is going to equal the small box. Okay, and then we have a medium box. Ooh, I spelled that without the I. There's an I in there. And the large box. Okay, and so let's go back and look now. It says the medium-sized box of dog food weighs 1 pound more than the small. So that would be the small box, which is x, plus 1 pound. So x plus 1. And the large box weighs 2 pounds more. So that's going to be x plus 2. Okay, so there's our three boxes. We got the x for the small box, x plus 1 for the medium, x plus 2 for the large. Now it says if the total weight of the three boxes, okay, total weight means to add. So we're going to add them all up. X plus 1 plus x plus 2 is at most. So it could be 30, so it's going to be equal to 30. Or at most means it's going to be less than 30. So x plus 1 plus x plus 2 is less than or equal to 30. Alright, now we just solve it. So we take our commons and we put them together. So we're combining like terms here. And we get 3x plus 3 is less than or equal to 30. And now we can solve. So we got minus 3x is less than or equal to 27. I need to shrink my page. And then we divide by 3. So x is going to be less than or equal to 9. So the small box is going to be less than or equal to 9 pounds, LBS. And that's about it. Alright, now there's a couple try these after that one, so give those a shot. Hit pause for a minute, give those two a shot, then come back and we'll do them together. Alright, let's take a look at the try these. First one, Alicia weighs 60 pounds less than her father. Their combined weight total 300 pounds at most. What is the most Alicia could weigh? Alright, so it looks like we're in reference here to her father. So we're going to give x is going to go to her dad. So x is the dad. And I'm going to choose a different color because that's not very good. And Alicia weighs 60 pounds less than her dad. So the dad's weight minus 60 will be Alicia. Guess I should have given her a capital A, huh? Wow, that's really bad right there. Just keeping you guys on your toes here. That's better. Okay, their combined weight total is 300 pounds at most. So combined, that means to add. So let's go x, that's Dad, plus Alicia is less than or equal to 300 pounds because it's at most. So it could be 300 pounds, but it's going to be, or it could be less than 300 pounds. And then now we got to do is solve it. So we got 2x minus 60 is less than or equal to 300. We add 60 to both sides. You get 2x less than or equal to 360. We divide by 2. Well, this didn't really work with my room here. So x equals 180 pounds. So the dad's 180 pounds. We take, we want to know Alicia's weight. So dad is 180, but Alicia is 180 minus 60. So Alicia weighs 120 pounds. Alright, there we go. So Alicia is going to be, oh, I forgot my less than. She's going to be less than or equal to 180 pounds. Alright, so don't forget your inequalities when you come to your answer, right? Alright, and let's see if I can delete this without deleting everything. Hey, look at that, I did. Alright, now let's move the second one up a little bit. Ooh, our consecutive integer questions. Very cool. We like these. Okay, the sum, so that means adding, the sum of 3 consecutive even integers. Okay, well, let's start out like we know, right? So the first one's going to be x. Okay, that's the first number. Okay, the second one, because we're talking about even, we're going to do x plus 2. And the third one is going to be x plus 4, because they're even integers, is less than or equal to 42. So let's go x plus 2 plus x plus 4 is less than or equal to 42. Find the largest set of these numbers. Alright, so let's take a look. So we put them together. We have 3 x's plus, we got 2 and 4 is 6. That's going to be less than or equal to 42. Subtract our 6 from both sides, and you got 3x is less than or equal to 36. Divide by 3, and x is going to be less than or equal to 12. So our first number is 12, our second one will be 14, and our third number will be 16, and if we add those together, 16 and 14 is 30 plus 12, 42. So the most it could possibly be is x would be 12, the x plus 2 would be 14, and the x plus 4 would be 16. Alright, so we're going to find some more of those to work on, hopefully in Khan Academy, or we will work on them in class. Make sure you understand what you're doing here. Go back over if you need to, rewind it, do anything you need to make sure you understand this stuff. Talk to you later.